Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's do Mr. Tom Smith. Counsel Stevenson, are you ready?
Ready, Your Honor.
Thank you. This magistrate at Chautauqua conducting a probable cause hearing. Excuse me, this magistrate at Chautauqua conducting not probable cause hearing. Excuse me, arraignment on Demario Devon Tubb Smith. Case number is 82237260445-01. Sir, please state your full name.
Demario Devon Tubb Smith.
Thank you, sir. You have an attorney. Go ahead, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. For the record, Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Demario Tubb Smith, who stands mute, waives the reading of the information, asks that a plea of not guilty be entered on his behalf. Mr. Tubb Smith has been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty. Court dates are December 4, 2023, probable cause conference, probable preliminary examination, December 11, 2023. Both matters are 9 o'clock at the Wayne District Courthouse. Understand that, Mr. Tubb Smith?
Yes, Your Honor.
Also, sir, while this case is pending, there are some bond conditions. You're not to possess any illegal controlled substances. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's also no driving of any automobiles, mini bikes, motorcycles, golf carts, tractor trailers, lawnmower tractors. I think I cover all of that. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Counsel Stevenson, go ahead, Esteban, please.
Your Honor, I think that the prohibition against driving is going to ensure the safety of the public. I don't have anything to indicate that Mr. Tubb Smith will not comply with that and any other court orders. I would ask the court to release Mr. Tubb Smith on personal bond with that no driving, no drugs condition, Your Honor. He is not working at this time because he's lost his job, in fact, due to a 3-day no call, no show. He's been in jail since Wednesday on this non-assaultive charge. Mr. Tubb Smith is 34 years old, Your Honor. I know it's a half fourth, but the prior convictions are all non-assaultive. And actually, they're still quite old at this point, the most recent being 5 years old. And before that, we had a 6-year gap. Mr. Tubb Smith has been prescribed 2 daily medications, including a beta blocker, Your Honor, for a massive heart attack, which he suffered in 2016. He's not gotten his medication during the time of his incarceration. I want the court to be assured that Mr. Tubb Smith understands he should not drive while this case is going on, unless the judge gives him permission to do so, despite the status of his driver's license. And I would ask the court to release Mr. Tubb Smith on personal bond with that no driving, no drugs condition, Your Honor.
Okay, before we get to that, Lieutenant Springer.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Tell me in reference to Mr. Tubb Smith, okay, does he have a habeas history?
Yes, I am, according to his CCH, there is a prior history of being convicted on weapon charges, drug charges as well out of Washington County. And there's one more.
He's got 3 convictions that I see: carrying concealed weapon, resisting obstructing, drug felony conviction. Okay.
Yes.
Does he have where he has failed to appear in court?
There is a warrant out of Michigan State Police. I'm just trying to look for the details, but I don't have anything in front of me that says that he has failed to appear in court.
Okay. I know that narcotics were found in the motor vehicle. I also know that supposedly Michigan State will be handling about the narcotic portion. Okay. But even that's non-assaultive. I am also reading that he ended up stopping the motor vehicle on a school that's located in Wayne. And I know that he was going in excess of the speed limit. But I know that the school was locked down. Am I correct on all that?
Yes, Judge.
However, when the vehicle was stopped, was he combative at all, as far as you know?
Not that I'm aware of, and it's not listed in the police report. So no, he did comply. He got out of the vehicle and put his hands behind his back.
All right. This is my concern from both sides, is that Mr. Tubbs Smith, prior to him getting on his knees and complying, he was exceeding the speed limit. He was in an area, especially where minor children, where he is a danger. Okay. However, the school was on lockdown. I do think that Mr. Tubbs Smith is a danger if he's driving a motor vehicle. So let me put this to you, Mr. Tubbs Smith. If the court finds that you are driving, that whatever bond you get today, it will exceed it. It will be a high monetary bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And when I say no driving, that means also that if somebody says, hey, can you move my vehicle and put it in the driveway? Even if it's parked in front of the house, somebody's apartment building or whatever. That means you are not to get behind any motor vehicle, a mini bike or motorcycle, even if it was to drive from one spot to the other, even if it's 5 feet away. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, because I want to make that clear to you, sir, so that if you violate, okay, the court doesn't play, especially when it comes to minor children, and their lives are potentially in harm's way, as well as the community. I'm sure that if you had a family member, relative, okay, you would not want somebody, especially if they're driving, okay, going beyond the speed limit, where they're in a family member or friend where they could get hurt. So I'm going to give you $100,000 personal bond. We're going to take you at your word that you're going to comply. But if you violate, sir, okay, understand, next time will not be a personal bond. It will be some sort of high monetary bond. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Detective Springer, anything else that I need to know?
No, I think we covered anything, Your Honor. We covered everything.
Okay. Thank you. And counsel, anything else?
No, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, that concludes on Mr. Tubbs Smith's arraignment. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure.
Judge, as you're not here to hear any thing about the case, so let me just say that Walmart is a public entrance.
Let me stop you, because we're not doing this. You heard my instructions before we began streaming live, and you heard my instructions now. You heard me say that this is not appropriate, and I know you understand it, because that's the first thing that came out of your mouth. So no more, okay? That's not the purpose of today. You're charged with criminal trespass. Do you have a question as to what you're charged with?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your question?
What is criminal trespass?
What is alleged is that you were on the location of Walmart at 2940 Amber Block Road in Ellenwood, Georgia, after being told by Walmart API to leave, and that you had no reason to be there. You stated allegedly that no one could tell you that you had to leave because it was your property and that you needed to go study the law and that you refused to leave. That's the allegation. The court found that there's probable cause for that charge. And so I did approve the warrantless arrest affidavit. I have given you a bond of $500. I have done a stay away from Walmart and Emerald Block Road, and you shall not violate the laws without on bond. Are you able to make bond?
No, ma'am.
This is a misdemeanor offense. Do you wish to waive your preliminary hearing?
When will be the next date if I waive it, ma'am?
If you waive it, your next court date, I'm not sure. It's gonna be whenever they decide to do your arraignment. If you don't waive it, your next court date is gonna be January 9th. Which do you wish to do?
We'll keep it preliminary.
Your next court date will be January 9th at 8:30 a.m. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Have a good day, Mr. Hall.
Thank you, you as well.
Thank you. Is your name Demond Hall?
That's Hill, ma'am.
Hill, excuse me. And that's my maiden name, so I should have known that.
It's
We
okay.
might be cousins. Give me 1 second, Mr. Hill.
Yes, ma'am.
For the record, because it's 2023 and people don't know how to take a joke, me and Mr. Hill are not cousins, okay? So let's just keep on going. You are charged with aggravated assault by strangulation. Do you understand your charge?
Yes, ma'am, I do, ma'am.
This is a felony charge. The court has reviewed, considered the possibility of bond, but I have denied it. Should you get a bond, the condition of that bond will be to stay away from Jakia Hill and Jabez Hill, and you shall not return to the address in Stockbridge, but the court has considered the bond and denied it. I have appointed an attorney to represent you based on your application for court-appointed counsel. Your next court date will be January 8th at 8:30 a.m. in room 201. Have a good day. Miguel Santos,
Savon Knight.
give me 1 moment. Yes, sir, you're right. I had your paperwork attached to Mr. Hills. You can stay there. Mr. Knight, you were charged with a misdemeanor count of theft by shoplifting. Do you understand your charge?
Yes, ma'am.
Your bond is $1,500. Condition of your bond is you shall not return to 2940 Amble Block Road, and you must not violate any laws of out on bond. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. I asked for a signature bond. I don't have anyone in Georgia to pay it for me. And I'm not a flight risk, Your Honor. I do live in Ellenwood.
Give me 1 second. Mr. Knight, I'm going to deny your request. I did review your file per our guidelines. You do not qualify for a signature bond. However, your bond is $1,500. Condition of your bond is you shall not return to the 2940 Amble Block Road, and you must not violate laws with auto bond. Are you able to make bond?
All my family's in Ohio now. Is there a way that I can I don't think I'll be able to make bond. I'll try to I'll see if I can get somebody.
Okay, I am appointing an attorney to represent you. Your attorney may be able to petition the court to modify that condition, but based on my authority and my review of the file, I'm not authorized to give you a unsecured judicial release for that reason. Okay, but I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Do you wish to waive your preliminary hearing? This is a misdemeanor charge of shoplifting.
No.
Your next court date will be January 9th at 8:30 a.m. in room 201. Have a good day. Miguel Santos. Mr. Santos, you're charged with a possession of marijuana less than an ounce, as well as use or possession of drug-related objects. Do you understand your charges? Your For the drug charge, your bond is $1,500. For the use of possession of drug-related objects, your bond is $500 for a total of $2,000. Condition of your bond is you shall not violate laws while out on bond. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you able to make bond?
Yes.
These are misdemeanor offenses. Do you wish to have your preliminary hearing?
No.
I can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
You wish to have your preliminary hearing?
Correct.
Please sign the waiver with the deputy in front of you. They will send it back to the court and I will sign it. Have a good day.
Well, thank you.
Antonio Sinkfield,
Yes, ma'am.
sir, you were charged with felony count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. Do you understand your charge?
Yes, ma'am.
Your bond is $8,000. A condition of your bond is you shall not violate the laws or out on bond. Do you understand?
Yes.
Are you able to make bond?
Yes.
I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. Your next court date will be January 8th at 8:30 a.m. in room 201. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Terrence Smith,
Yes, ma'am.
give me one moment. Mr. Smith, you are charged with battery and giving a false name. Do you understand your charges?
Yes, ma'am.
For the battery charge, your bond is $3,500. For the giving a false name, your bond is $1,500 for a total of $5,000. You shall stay away from Tanisha Green. And you must not violate laws while out on bond. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to make bond?
Yes, ma'am.
These are misdemeanor offenses, which means you have the option of waiving your preliminary hearing. Do you wish to waive your preliminary hearing?
What's that mean?
Since you don't understand, I'm not gonna find that you were able to make a knowing waiver. Your next court date is gonna be January 9th at 8:30 a.m. Have a good day. Are you one Sparks?
Yes,
Hello, give me one moment.
Let's go.
hello.
And Mr. Sparks, I see you. Give me one moment.
Sure.
Sir, you were charged with criminal trespass. Do you understand your charge?
Yes.
Your bond is $1,500. You shall not return to Hartsville-Jackson Airport unless you have confirmed travel, and you shall not violate any laws out on bond. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes.
Are you able to make bond?
Yes.
This is a misdemeanor offense. Do you wish to waive your preliminary hearing?
No, I'm just gonna pay the bond.
Okay, your next court date will be January 9th at 8:30 a.m. Have a good day. Kevin Sperling? Are you Kevin Sperling?
Yes, ma'am.
Give me one moment. You were charged with cruelty to children in the first degree and battery family violence. Do you understand your charge?
Ma'am.
Charges? You say yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
For the cruelty to children, your bond is $10,000. For the battery family violence, your bond is $3,500 for a total of $13,500. Condition of your bond is you shall have no contact with Superior Sterling. You shall not in Forest Park. It was indicated that that's a shared residence with the alleged victim. As such, I will allow you to go with a sheriff's escort within 10 days of your release through an appointment for the limited purpose of retrieving your personal property. However, you may not go back to that property for any other reason or any other time until this case is closed or until that condition is modified by another judge. Do you understand?
Ma'am.
Are you able to make bond?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. Your next court date will be January 8th at 8:30 a.m. Have a good day.
Morning, Judge. Happy Thanksgiving.
Good morning. Thank you. Are you Mr. Thurman?
Yes, ma'am.
Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Give me 1 second. You were charged with battery and cruelty to children in the 3rd degree. Do you understand your charges?
Yes, ma'am.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
On the battery, your bond is $3,500. On the cruelty to children, your bond is $3,500 for a total of $7,000. Condition of your bond is that you shall not have any contact with Ashley Gibson or the alleged children victims. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You must also not return to 778 Chapman Street. Do you live there with her?
No, ma'am.
So you shall not return to that address for any reason. You must also not violate any laws of auto bond. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to make bond?
Yes, ma'am.
These are misdemeanor offenses, which means you have the option of waiving your preliminary hearing. Do you wish to waive your preliminary hearing?
Yes, ma'am.
Please sign your waiver, leave it with the deputy that will return it to me. Your next court date will come in the mail. Have a good day. Corin Tucker should be next.
Yes, ma'am.
Give me 1 moment. Mr. Tucker, you were charged with criminal trespass. Do you understand your charge? Your bond is $1,500. Condition of your bond is that you shall not return to 1271 Lori Ann Way. You must not violate any laws out on bond. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. These are misdemeanor offenses. Do you wish to waive your preliminary hearing?
He explained to me what a waiver might be.
No, you're the very last person. If you still don't understand, I'm going to find that you're not able to make a waiver, so I'm not going to waive it. Your next court date is going to be January 9th at 8:30 a.m. in room 201. Have a good day. Is that everybody at the jail?
We have one more young.
Oh, the alleged fugitive? Give me 1 second. All right. Are you Mr. Nagasho?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing, Your Honor?
Nagash, I'm fine. How are you? Good. Give me 1 second. Good afternoon. This hearing is called a fugitive hearing. Fugitive warrant has been issued for your arrest. You do not have charges pending here against you in Clayton County. However, you have been brought to court today because you have courts pending against you in the state of Tennessee. And they have indicated that they will extradite you. The charges that you are alleged to have are carrying possession of a weapon in violation of the carry laws of the state of Tennessee. In accordance with the state of Georgia laws, you are brought before me for the explanation of this proceeding. You have the right to contest the legality of this warrant and all extradition proceedings. Or You may waive your rights to extradition proceedings and voluntarily be returned to the state requesting your detention. Before you inform me of whether you wish to waive extradition and voluntarily return, let me explain the following rights. You have the right to be represented by an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. If you desire to contest the legality of the extradition proceeding, then you must file or have filed on your behalf a writ of habeas corpus. You'll be allowed a reasonable amount of time to file such writ. You may file a writ to contest the following things, but only the following things. 1, whether the extradition documents are in order on their face. 2, whether you are charged with a crime in the demanding state of Tennessee. 3, whether you are the person named in the request for extradition. And 4, whether you are in fact a fugitive. You cannot contest the issue of your guilt or innocence in this state. You are entitled to the advice of counsel in deciding whether to contest or waive extradition, if you desire. If you waive extradition, the state of Tennessee will have 30 days to come and get you. If Tennessee has not picked you up in 30 days, you will be released. If you contest extradition and the state is unable to extradite you within 30 days, you may be committed to the county for an additional 60 days awaiting your extradition. Do you wish to waive extradition and be returned to Tennessee, or do you wish to have formal extradition proceedings?
I'll waive my rights.
If you are waiving, are you making this decision freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Nagash, you have several originals to sign. The deputies will return your waivers along with the other waivers that have been signed. I will sign my portion and return them to the jail for processing. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that it at the jail after we finish him?
Yes, ma'am. That will conclude everybody, ma'am.
Thank you all. Y'all enjoy your holiday if you celebrate. If not, at least enjoy your day, okay?
Yes, ma'am. You have a better one as well. Thank you.
Thank you.